Hey everybody, welcome to Digging Deeper Jazz. I'm Jeff Antoniuk. Well, today we're going to talk about trading 4's. You and I are going to actively trade 4's a bunch today, 3 different times through the video. So that is going to be a blast. And today I want to give you a bit of a pep talk. It's time to sort of step up your game, a lot of us out there. And that's my job as a mentor and a coach, is to push people to the next level. And I'm suggesting that maybe passively letting YouTube videos wash over you is maybe not the entire story of how you get better. And I want to push you to make some other decisions from there. All right, let's talk about trading 4's. So now, trading 4's is that. I'm sure many of us have done it. Maybe some of us haven't. Through the form of a tune, we're going to use the blues today. We trade very often with the drummer. So I will play 4 measures of the song. Then the drums plays the next 4. Going through the form. Then I play the next form. Then the drummer plays the next 4. And we go like that. Or it could be me and the trumpet player or whomever. Trading 4's. It's a really classic thing that we've heard, for the last 70, 80, 90 years of jazz history. So very cool thing to do. Now, here's the thing. We can achieve this together. You're going to be able to hear me. I'm not going to be able to hear you, obviously, but you have the exact experience as if we were on stage playing together. I play 4, and now what are you going to do? That's the question. What are you going to do? So I have 3 different approaches I want to look at with you. And of course, I would love to send you this sheet. Just write us at diggingdeeperjazz@gmail.com. So now 3 different approaches I want to take. Now we're going to trade 4's in just a minute. And here's the first thing. Can you imitate something that I did? If you have perfect pitch, maybe you could play the line back to me. If you heard something rhythmic, whatever it is that you can latch onto, can you imitate something? Now, this is to me a first step. You've heard me make this analogy about being with a baby, a 3 or 4 month old baby. You want them to imitate you. You make your eyes bigger, they make their eyes bigger. Maybe you make a sound and they make that sound. That is developmentally awesome. That is exactly what we want. So this idea of imitation when we're playing, developmentally, it's a great place to start. All right, we're going to play some blues right now. Get out your instrument, hit pause, get the instrument, come back. Doesn't matter what you play, bass, drums, whatever. So we're going to do some trading. And now here's what I want to do. I want you to listen to me, and can you hear something that you'll imitate in your 4? And we'll go through. We'll play a number of choruses like this. Here we go. All right, so did you have a good time playing together? We were literally playing together in this setting. That was no different than if you were on stage. The only difference is that I couldn't hear you to respond to you, but your assignment was to respond to me. So we were literally playing together. I hope you had a great time. I had a great time. So we can do this kind of stuff. Now, let me get back to the pep talk and the challenge. I really want you to start thinking about who it is you're going to choose as a mentor to work with. What kind of framework? If you want to be a surgeon, don't just read books about surgery. You are not the doctor I want to use, right? If you're if you're interested in astronomy or car mechanics, like, yeah, watching some YouTube videos is very interesting. You'll get some ideas. You're not the guy I'm going to choose to rebuild the engine in my car. So if you're serious about jazz to the point where you're watching videos, you've got an instrument you practice, how about invest some time and some money? It doesn't have to be a lot. Now, if you want to do it with me, I would love to work with you. We can do it affordably and amazingly with Jazzwire. It's $49.95 a month. It's not a huge outlay. There is nothing you can get. There is no lesson you can get that's worth more than that. So I really want to see you at Jazzwire. Get a tour of Jazzwire, just the link right down here. But it doesn't have to be with me. I care about this audience. I love serving adult musicians. And no, I can't work with every musician on earth. So find someone to do this with. Don't rely on videos. Don't buy more books. Buy the books, support the authors, but don't imagine they're going to get you somewhere, because they probably won't. So now the next thing is, can you answer what I said? So when I meet you on the street and say, hey, my name's Jeff, you can go, you're a stranger. I don't know if I want to talk to you. Or you could go, Jeff, hey, my name's Bob, or whatever. You can answer, right? It's different than imitation. Imitation is great. Answering is deeper. When I ask you a question, I don't want you to say the question back to me. I would love the answer to the question. So this gets a little more subjective. When I say, what's your favorite color? I have no idea what you're going to say. That's very interesting to me. I wonder what your answer will be. So when I play something, there is no right answer to what I just played. So we have to think a lot deeper now about what that is. And of course, this is work you and I can do together. We don't just leave this to the gods to decide, right? No, this is stuff that has been tried and true. I coach people on this. So let's give it a try. So I'm going to play something, and instead of imitating, see if you can come up with an answer to what I say. Here we go. All right, so how did that go? It's fun playing together, isn't it? Really playing together. So now I hope you felt that difference between not imitating what I was doing, being inspired by it, but answering. And maybe that was a little scary. You had no idea what I was going to play. We were literally on stage together in real time. You had no idea what I was going to play. You didn't know what question I was going to ask you in the interview until the moment I asked it. Now you have to answer. Wow. That's a big deal. And yeah, that's what jazz is all about. It's about taking those chances, right? Speaking of taking chances, here comes the next part of the pep talk. I just finished up Maryland Summer Jazz. So those of you out there may know that this is my 16th year of this camp that people come from around the world to attend. Well, this year, because of the COVID virus, we did it online. That's never been done. No one's had to do a music camp online before. I was wanting to do something remarkable, and I was willing to fail trying. It did not fail. It was insane. We had 60 participants, 20 faculty, and I just want to say it was, it was successful, but it was powerful, is what I care about. I've just heard back from so many people of not only was it surprisingly, wow, it worked. I wasn't really sure I was taking a chance, but it was really a whole other thing, to the point where I'm continuing doing online workshops. Of course, I'll be doing Maryland Summer Jazz in person when it's possible. I'm going to be doing Maryland Summer Jazz online forever. It's amazing. So actually, this December, January, maybe sort of in that holiday area before New Year's, we're going to be doing another one. So be on the lookout for that. It was that fun, that life-changing, that powerful that we're going to keep doing it. So that's something maybe you can start thinking about now for 3 or 4 days right around the new year of joining us for that. Okay, so let's do more trading. By the way, this is one of the many ways we were working together. How do you play music together online? How is that possible? This is an example. Doing a ton of playing with me. How about doing a ton of playing with Paul Bolenbach on guitar or Sherry Miracle on drums or whoever it is? So yes, you get to play with this person. It really feels like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's trade 4's one more time. And now here's the new assignment. Yes, listen to me. Yes, be inspired and all that. But don't be swayed. What do you have to say that's fantastic, that's cool, that's memorable in response? When I have a conversation with you, I don't want you to imitate me. That's weird. Yes, it's nice if you answer all my questions, but I don't want to interview you. I'd like to have a conversation. Part of the conversation is you disagreeing with me, you asking me something, you putting me on the spot. I want that. That is like cool human interaction, and that's amazing jazz. So let's trade 4's this time, and I'm going to play, and it's not that you're ignoring me, but you're going to say something of your own after what I say. Right. I hope that third approach was different, that it felt different. Now, when you trade 4's, first of all, if you've never done this before, come back to this video a ton. Do this over and over again. My part's going to stay the same. Your part is going to change. Do this. Play with another human being. And this is such a really good way to do it, right? So maybe you find that you're in the imitation zone a lot. Well, cool. So you're 3 months old as a jazz musician, and maybe it's time to developmentally get to the next place. So do this. This is part of your practice now, is sort of decide which of these 3 approaches do I want to take. Is there a 4th approach? Is there another way you want to do this? Well, maybe there is. Okay. So, and now back to the pep talk part. I'm in this fight. My fight is getting adult amateur musicians, all you folks out there, playing better, getting you great information, and giving you a framework to do it. I'm here. I'm going to be here every week. And if this works for you, kind of showing up and, you know, us not really interacting per se, but you getting some information, if that works, if that's where you're at, great. If you really want to get going with this stuff, reading books, watching videos is not going to get you there. I guarantee it. And so does every other teacher I know. So I'm challenging you to make a move. I would love to work with you at Jazzwire, but all I care about is you make a move. If you've got a great teacher in your town, give them a call today. I want you to get moving, okay? Cool. Have fun trading 4's, and I hope I'm going to see you at jazzwire.net. This is the place to get a tour. I know it's hard to imagine what Jazzwire is. Get a live tour, and you can see if it's for you. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good time.